I'm back again today. I got the stool tops on my lathe, and I'm going to round them down a little bit on the outside, round the corners off, and then scoop out just a little bit, down about a 1/4 inch in the center, out to about 3/4 from the edge. Just a slight scoop for set in. So I'm going to start off with this, and I'll sand it down after that. Have the seats turned. It's very shallow of a turn, only 1/4 inch deep, but just enough to fit your butt. Rounded the edges off a little bit. Drilled a 3/8 hole in the bottom, using my screw chuck for that. I'll cut some plugs from some scrap, fill in those. They're on the bottom, you'll never see it anyway. Then came over here and I drew 3 vectors here. You can see that. You can use your compass to step that off. I'm not very good at that, so I cheated a little bit. I went and Googled a circle divided into thirds, and they've got everything you ever want. So I'll save that, printed it off, cut it out a little bit, lined it up on the thing with a thumbtack, and taped it down, and then just marked the 3 points, and that was a whole lot easier. Drew the inside and outside edges of my tenons. I have where the tenons will be drilled out here, 1/2 inch wide. I even took my Forstner bit, put it on the line, and made me some 3 indentations where I know that's where I can start. That's as far over as I can go. So we'll drill these out and see how that goes. Okay, I'm starting to chisel out the mortises on the seat, and I've got a little scrap piece here at the same angle as the legs, which is 15 degrees. Got it clamped down here. Went ahead and took my chisel and kind of outlined where I need to go, and now I just got a whole lot of chopping. The angle block really helps hold chisel at the same angle as where I drilled out a while ago, so that really helps out. Through several chisels here to help out. I really wish I had some Lee Nielsen chisels. That's coming up one day. Hi, I'm back today. I plan on cutting the tenons on the ends of the legs to fit into the seat. I've marked each one A, B, and C with the seat, so they'll be custom fit for each slot, and they will go with that from here forward. I've chiseled out the mortises after I drilled them. Didn't turn out too great, but I think it'll work. On both stools, I've got all the legs marked the same all the way around. I've got one tenon marked out, and I've knifed it in a little bit big, and I'll take my router plane and custom fit it as I go. That's my goal today, is to get all the legs fit into the seat, and then we'll see from there. A lot of sawing today and fitting, and this will all be caffeine-powered work. Let's get some coffee and get started. router plane, and I've got the tenons cut here. I'm using another leg just as to help hold up the router plane, and I'm going to shave these down a little bit on both sides, and so they'll fit a little better. I've got 2 legs done. They're fitting. My mortises were not the prettiest in the world, and I'll have to fill those in with some slivers of wood, but that's what the direction said you have to do anyway, so hopefully it'll turn out. Tenons cut on all 3 legs on stool number 1, and got one put in here, and we'll put the other 2 in. Well, got them in. Did a little work around the shoulders a little bit to square it up a little more. But of course, once they're glued together, I'll saw those off, the protruding tenons. And I'm still thinking about doing wedge tenons. Kind of spread that out and fill in the gaps a little bit. But other than that, not too bad. I think we're good to go on the second stool now. Well, got the tenons on the legs, got them into the seats, had to fit each one. I've got each one labeled per slot so I don't get them mixed up. Still need to do a little trim work around the shoulders, tighten them up a little bit, but for the most part, they're in. Next time I will take these stretchers here and put tenons and mortises in them and make the triangle for the center for both stools. That's my goal for the next time down here. Then later on will be to put the crazy tenons at a weird angle that go through the legs. But so far they're coming along quite nicely, and I like this black locust. It's very hard wood, but so far so good. I may do a little cleanup today before I leave, but next time I'll start working on the stretchers.